So I'll show you many of those experiences today. But people's the first one. So I mentioned these tiles that are up here on the top right hand. Those are actually pictures of people that come down from Facebook or Windows Live or Exchange, and it populates right there on my People hub. So I'll click on that live tile, then it launches into People. The first thing that it shows is recent people. And so, of course, these are people that you've contacted recently, and odds are you're going to want to contact them again. It's maybe your wife, or maybe it's your business partner, things of that nature. So they show up in recent. Then here's all of your contacts, and all of your contacts are inclusive of Exchange, your Outlook contacts, or Windows Live, or Facebook, and it automatically populates all that and brings in all the information. And then you have the What's New feeds from all of your contacts. So again, this is that 5-gallon bucket that contains everything related to people. So what the problem that we're trying to solve with the notion of hubs is no longer do you have to go into a Facebook app and do some stuff on Facebook, and then your Office app and do some stuff on Office, and your Twitter app and all that kind of stuff. We're putting all that stuff into one consistent place that is around people. Then I'm going to go back, and if I wanted to do something with one particular person, let's say I wanted to call them or find more information about them, I can scroll down. Let's say I'm looking for somebody whose name begins with a K. I can scroll down and I'll realize that it's actually going to take me a long time to get to K. And so I just press the C tile, and then it pops up with the full alphabet, so then I can just hit K. And then it comes down, and I wanted to find information about my friend Katie Jordan. So then Katie Jordan comes up. Of course I could call her. Those are all linked down at the bottom, so I could just click her number and call her. Or, in this case, I can scroll over and see what's new with Katie. So if I just want to do some passive understanding of where she's at on the planet and that kind of stuff, I can go and figure out what's happening with her. And again, like everything else, easily scroll up and down, and then swipe back and forth. So it has sort of a consistent user interface within the People Hub as well. That's the People Hub. The second, I think one of the sort of second most common thing that people do on their phone is they take pictures, they share pictures. So I wanted to show you the new sort of instantiation of the Pictures Hub. Here when you click in Pictures, what you'll notice first of all is it has a way that you can navigate through all of your photos. When people think of their photos on their phone, it's typically photos that they've taken with their camera phone. In this particular case, what we have is we have the recent photos that we've looked at, whether they're online or on the local device. And then we have all of the photos that are in your What's New feed, so for Facebook and Windows Live. Now, I'd mentioned that these hubs are sort of a panoramic view. So what I want to show you is I want to show you when you flip over, you can actually sort of do a 360 and go around completely to the other side. What I wanted to get to is I wanted to get to albums. So I'll show you in this particular case, when I press on albums, it shows you can easily look at all of your pictures on the phone through the camera roll. You can also look at pictures that are synced over from your PC, so like the family hike and the family pictures, those are synced over from the PC. And then when you scroll down, these are actually pictures that are up online live. But the way that the phone works is it actually caches them locally, so you can actually quickly navigate through all of your pictures, whether they're local, from your PC, taken from your camera, synced over, or online. And we just make it easy and put all of those together. And then you can also, when you click on the live ones, you can add comments and do that kind of stuff and really start a social discussion about your pictures. One other common thing on phones is people want to be able to play games and listen to music. So I'll show you games first. You'll see down here with the games live tile, there's a little avatar, and that avatar is actually the person's, whoever's phone it is, it's their avatar, and that avatar pops up when it's their turn to play a game. So that's a lot of the tiles are live in that way, and they all have context. And so in this particular case, the game tile is saying, hey, it's your turn to play a game. So we'll go into games and we'll see who actually wants to play a game with us. Before I get to that, I'll show you sort of how the whole panorama, how the hub works for games. First of all, these are all of your applications that you have, ones that you've downloaded and ones that you've bought from the marketplace. And so you can go and start a game here. We also have all of your content that is related to those games, so it'll give you tips and tricks and things of that nature. Then when you flip over, it shows you your Xbox Live account. So again, this is your avatar. These are your Xbox Live points. And the thing, I have two children, two girls, and they spend hours making their avatar, their Xbox Live avatar. And so this, yet again, shows how you can customize your device. You customize your avatar up online, and then all of that and your points and stuff sync down to your device. And then when you scroll over again, this is the part that I think is the most innovative and cool, is that I can be sitting here playing a game of Scrabble with my wife. And so it will allow me to do invitations back and forth and easily play a multiplayer game with her through the power of Xbox Live. The last thing I talked about is I talked about music. And so Joe announced yesterday that we brought the Zune to the phone. And so I'm going to scroll down and I'll show you what exactly that means. For those of you in Europe, you may not have heard much about Zune. Zune is the music player that Microsoft has brought to the market a few years back. And essentially, the way to think about it is that it plays anything with a play button, anything that you can play. So whether it's music, podcasts, video podcasts, TV, movies, all of that sort of content is very straightforward to now get to your phone. And the thing that you'll notice at the bottom, oh, and radio, I missed radio. The thing that you'll notice at the bottom is it says Wi-Fi sync. And so the thing I love about this is that it's so easy to now get content from your PC to your device. The way it's worked in the past is that you plug it in with a USB cable and you sync it across using some application and it's always this sort of mess of cables. With Wi-Fi sync, what you can do now, the example that my kids use is they have a Taylor Swift channel that they've created, and it plays Taylor Swift and it also plays all this content that's like Taylor Swift. And so there's a channel that's created and content is constantly updated on that channel. That's on the Zune software on the PC. But then when the phone comes into my Wi-Fi network at home, all of that content automatically syncs over to the phone. So that's using the power of the PC plus the Wi-Fi sync capabilities on the phone. That's how it works to bring content from the PC to the phone. The other way around, so it's when you take pictures on the device, the pictures automatically show up on the PC. So no longer do you have to figure out, and download your pictures from your camera phone to your PC. This does it automatically through the power of Wi-Fi sync, so it works both ways. So that's all the demo that I wanted to show you today. The one last thing I wanted to show you is the Office Hub and how Office works on the PC. So Microsoft has a large number of people that are out there using Word and Excel and those sorts of things. What I wanted to show you is a video that we've created that shows how the user interface will actually look on the phone for the Office Hub. So what happens is they'll pull up the start screen and then they'll click on the Office tile. And the first thing you'll notice is that maybe there's different things that you'd want to do other than create a PowerPoint presentation and an Excel document. You'd actually want to be able to take notes and do various things that are more phone related. So it's real smart about how we've thought about what you would want to do first. Then the second thing is, here's all the documents that you've seen recently or you've edited recently. And so we've put those in the next tile over. And then when you swipe over, it shows all of the stuff that's related to SharePoint. So you may have an intranet SharePoint or an intranet SharePoint, and it shows you all of your SharePoint content as well. Again, very straightforward, and the Office Hub will be in probably the next build that we have. It's not in this current build, so that's why I was showing that video. Thank you very much for your time and your patience today. And again, my name is JP, and if you have any questions, feel free to come on up and ask. Thank you.